Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis. I'm the host. And, I've been pumped all day with these interviews that I've had. It's so exciting. I can't tell you everyone we've talked to so far, but, it just seems to be building to a crescendo because my next guest is the one and the only Mark Z from Mark Z Legal Staffing. It's the Mark Z moment. Hi, Mark.
Jeff, great to see you. Great to be here, and great to talk to our business and legal audience and community.
So, Mark, when you after, does your wife make those introductions like I just did? Does she go, wow, that was a Mark Z moment?
I think the only being in the house that gets excited when I come home are actually two beings of the dogs, but we've had our Mark Z moments, so
Yes,
I
of
can't
course.
complain.
Just teasing. So, Mark, what's up today in the world of staffing?
So what's very timely is a lot of companies and firms are again looking at their vision for the balance of the year and next year. A good amount of companies and firms were talking about when they were going to have people back, and we're saying January. And now a lot of companies are pushing it out to April and potentially next summer. And that's combined for the fact that they did a study on the MBTA, and it looks like ridership is going to continue to maybe be 1/4 of what it was. Not only is it way down right now, but projections are this could last a long time, deep into 2021 and beyond. The state and some advocates are even looking at gas taxes and other fees to make up, because there's such a huge shortfall. I think it's $500 million or more. So this whole dynamic of people coming back and working from home or selectively working and not coming in every day is really affecting and will continue to affect the Massachusetts economy.
Right. So, what's your word of advice to employers? What actions do they need to take, Mark?
I think that employers should continue to strategic hire. Obviously, they're going to look at what works for them in terms of doing business, having a team that's generating business and scaling up their business. I know a lot of companies, especially in retail, they're knocking it out of the park on e-commerce. Brick and mortar stores are still being challenged, but people are coming back slowly, not like it was. Malls are busy, but downtown and the city is not busy. So I would say to companies, obviously they're looking at what's going to be best for them strategically. If they've had employees that it works well, and obviously with COVID, it's assumed that somebody gets COVID from their work office if they're going to work. There's no longer that case that if people, for example, the old days when people had the flu, it's assumed that they got it somewhere else but work. Now it's the other way. So companies and firms are being cautious. So I think that trends, my advice is do what works, especially with your employees and especially retention of employees. And obviously, a lot of employers are allowing people or paying people to park or drive in. And unfortunately, the state is going to have to look at alternatives to make up for that shortfall.
Well, it's tough for employers. I mean, I'm hearing about a lot of stress from employees who are concerned in this economy, but employers are hard. They can't talk about coming to work. They have to be careful because it's an area of the law that just doesn't exist. They are having trouble managing productivity remotely. They don't know where they stand with their banks. They don't know where cash flow, they can't control cash flow the way they once did. They're not sure about the market. It's a tough time for employers. And this just adds to all the uncertainty and the tension that they're carrying right now.
Right, right. And uncertainty does not help confidence in the market, although ironically, the stock market is up because investors are hoping that a stimulus bill will be out very soon.
Well,
But if that doesn't happen,
I think that the large investors that, are investing in what I would call emerging businesses and divesting from the shakier businesses. And that's a result. I think the market is a measure of smart investing, not of the economy.
right,
Right.
right,
I know from my own portfolio, it's changed dramatically over the last 6 months. And, that's just prudent. And I'm sure you're the same way. You know, a lot of the things that we were in 6 months ago, we're not in, or we've hedged our bets. And some of the things we're in have performed very well. You got to follow the market, but that does not a reflection of the total economy. So,
right, right, right.
well, I really look forward to these Mark Z moments. And let's say someone wanted to have a Mark Z moment outside of you and me. How would they find you?
Well, first of all, our phone number is 617-338-1300. Go to marczlegal.com, marczlegal.com, or just Google MARC and the letter Z, and we'll come right up.
Great. Thanks, Mark. We look forward to talking to you again next week.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Thank
Great
you.
to be here.
Remind everybody, this is Radio Entrepreneurs. That's great.